That's wrong. That's the wrong channel. There we go. Okay. Oh my god. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Whoa. Didn't mean for that to happen. I mean, yeah, those two. Hold on 1 second. Oh, what is it called? Oh man, I'm so stuffed up. It's the. Come on. Okay, let's see if I can get back to what I was doing now. chat is not working. Hey, Silent Willow. My chat is not working, so hold on 1 second while I try to fix it. Okay, I think it's working now. I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. It is so cold. I got the headset to work that I was trying to get to work last time. Okay. I just did this. Does it seem like I... Okay, so my thing is working. I've got so many comments on this email that I just sent out. I'm trying to like respond to all of them. Your sound is very soft. Okay, tell me if that's any better. I'll have to hear it for myself, actually. Hold on. Okay, hopefully my sound is not as soft. Oh no, it's still very soft. Let's try to turn this up. Okay, hopefully that's better. Oh yeah. Okay, so Silent Willow, you should be able to hear me better now. Oh, hey, Vin, the writing goes pretty well. I'm actually going to be doing some, hopefully, writing a chapter today because I set myself the crazy goal of writing one chapter every 2 days. So, yeah, what I am trying to do is get all my ducks in a row. So, step one is going here to my scheduled posts for here we go. Oh God. I wish I did not have such a 14. Okay. So there is that. How many words is that? Yeah, I've definitely got to beef that up a bit. These are things I have coming out fairly soon, so I'm trying to. And this hasn't even started. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Alright, so now that I've done that, I can move this back out of the way. Yeah, I've had the map done for 5 years, 7 years now. It is, you know me, Silent Willow. The map was one of the first things that I did. Like, I outlined, I did the map, and then you know what else I did? I did all the family trees, which I have like 5 more family trees I need to work on at some point. But the actual order of events was I did the family trees first, then I did the map, then I did the outline. So that was how it started with the family trees and being all involved. I don't know if you remember when I was like deep in the trenches of my Photoshop family trees that I was creating. I just lost track of what I was doing right now. Oh yeah. How easily I get sidetracked. Okay.
Any software for the family tree? No, I'm just using I just use Photoshop. So um, now let's see just how terrible my file organizations are, right? So they should be here. Let's see if something comes up. Yes, okay. So let's, for instance, open this one up. So, and I think I might have been streaming when I did these family trees. But here's the family tree for instance, the Moranigan family going back to the mid 1500s to quote unquote present day. Um, so here's this one, and then I've got the Lyford family, which is another pretty notable family. This one has got much more going on, as you can tell by just how the branches go. And this is a family of magicians, so it dates back over 100 years worth of tradition of this family. And then there's the Conroy family, which is essentially the ruling class. So the king, etc., is here with their whole family tree and all of the the bastards and the murders and whatever, what have you, is here. Um, but I have, like I said, I think I have five more. I wrote down. Um, Yeah, so I need to do the Cropley family, the Pomeroy family is important, the Davenport family, the Ravenswood, the Smythes, and then the Rochesters. So once I do, that's actually six. So once I do those six, then I'll have enough like meat and potatoes of story to last the rest of my life easily. Um, and I know the backstory for every single one of these characters. Like you pick a character here, and I can tell you exactly what their whole situation is. But anyway, so yeah, so I've got all of these, and like I said, I did these. I mean, so long ago. And like I said, I think I almost feel like I remember myself doing these on Photoshop on stream at the time. Uh, hold on one second. I'm being asked a question. Okay. I tried to use some program online and I can't remember what it's called, but it was too complicated. It was too much. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it by hand, um, and not even like worry about like using some program online because I find when you use software online to like create a map or do something like this where you do a family tree, it tends to trap you into the software and into the program and make it so that you're so busy playing in the program that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is writing the story. So my new like thing is I am not going to use any software that's for making a fancy map or creating a family tree or anything like that because their whole purpose of existence is to keep me on their program and away from what I should be doing. So yeah, it was some program for creating a family tree and I won't use it. Um because I can easily just do this and create it myself. And this was actually more fun to me than using some program and typing it all in. I did all this by hand on paper first. Did all the lines, all the erasing, all the naming, all of that stuff, and then I took my paper of scraps of notes and all these things, and then I went ahead and I created the tree using Photoshop, and it was so exciting to the point where I can't wait to do more. Like, I'd rather do that than writing the next chapter, but I know the next chapter is way more important, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I found it like to be way more satisfying than. All right, so let us begin. I'm also really excited because like each chapter is uniquely titled to a specific reason, so it helps me when I'm doing my outline or when I'm starting to write, um, to stay focused on what I'm trying to tell in this story, especially because I'm releasing this as a serial, right? So that means that each chapter has to be self-contained but also continuous. So there's a fine dance that has to happen from one chapter to the next. Oh, I love cold water. So good. Oh, that's really cold water. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, shoot. That was incorrect. Let's come here. Let's go here. Oh, oh no, not now. This is what I want. God, I'm so distracted. What? Oh no, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's come back over here. So I did the first chapter, which actually came out really good. Um, it starts with my main character and her best friend are traveling home from work, and I like the scene because they're in a coach, so they're being driven home on coach and horse with two other people, but these two women are the polar opposite of them, so they're like these two young women going home from a hard day's work, and then their co-workers are two much older women who are just sleeping and snoring and ignoring these two young ladies who are here, gossiping and talking and stuff like that. Um, they get let off of the coach to then walk the rest of the way to their house where they live. They live in these sort of tenement style houses where or really family homes where there are a bunch of homes that are in a row, and her best friend lives in the apartment above her. So
Charisma is the main character. She lives on the lower floor, and then Flossie, or as she's called, or really Florence, lives um, in the upper floor. And then their next door neighbor is Felix, a aged out and retired magician. On their way home, they witness a man who seems to be stumbling around, and they think that he's this drunk guy because a tavern just opened up like a few blocks away, if you will. And so they're like, oh, here we go. Like, here's this drunk dude here who's clearly, at the wrong house. Let's try to help him. They discover that he's actually wounded, and then he dies. And just before he dies, he gives the main character something that she now has to figure out what to do. So she's got a thing that's an illegal item for her to have, and she's also got a dead body um, in her apartment. She lives with her father, so her father works at night. She works during the day, and the father works at night, so the father's not there. Um, okay, so this chapter, her nosy next door neighbor, the retired magician, um, I haven't decided yet. Either he comes over or they go to him for help. So one of those two things has to happen. Um, Let me just kind of remind myself where I left off here. Correct. And the main character isn't even. She's the main character insofar as she's needed in this story, but she's not the main character of a series that I have planned moving forward. So Flossie is actually the real main character, but you don't get that impression because we're really looking at a moment in time of Charisma's life where this happens to her, and it forces her to live out a dream that she never thought she could actually have in real life. So it's a good thing that this happened to her, but at the same time, she's got to deal with the consequences of what is going on right now. Okay, so the way I set it up is that he comes to them, so that's good to know. Wait. I'm still trying to flesh out this character of Felix because at first, when I first created him, I wanted him to be a bit of a curmudgeon, like an old man who's just really angry all the time. Um, but okay, sorry, I officially am done with work until Monday. Um, but anyway, so my original plan for his character was to be this old miser, um, angry, cranky person, but I think I want him to be more mild mannered, soft, ashamed, and just a broken shell of a man. Because I want his arc to be that he regains his confidence, etc., etc. I won't go too much into the minutia, but I think that's the route I want to take with Felix now. Um, I don't think having a person who is bitter and angry is going to help Charisma get where she needs to go. Um, the reason why he's no longer a magician is because he disgraced his family name. Um, so he went into hiding. So he's a quote unquote retired magician, but more so he was forced out of the community for what he did many, many moons ago. Um, and so now he just spends his uh, days, in this house doing basically nothing and no longer, he hasn't practiced magic in many, many, many years. So that takes a toll on a person, and I think what's going to happen is he's going to see what's happening to her as an opportunity for him to put the family name back together and back the way it was, because what he did essentially just ruined a literal centuries worth of notoriety that his family lived and thrived and had at one point. His family, that he's estranged from, are magicians in this present day, but he's been ostracized, so they don't speak to him. He hasn't seen them, and as long as they keep their distance, they are able to still practice it. Um, it's just that the legacy was really on his shoulders, and he brought it tumbling down, um, in a very egregious and unfortunate way. And so this is his opportunity to fix and make amends for what he did, um, which in hindsight might not seem like such a big kerfluffle, but in the world of magicianry, it is a big deal, and it's one that
results in expulsion from the practice of being a magician. Oh, it must be the garbage man. Oh, you know what I missed?
what you've been doing.
Okay, I actually have to step away now, because I have something I need to do. But I'm going to finish this chapter. I've got about another 1,000 words. I've got to tell his story, um, and wrap this up. And then I have a few things I need to do over here so that I don't have to worry about my 100-word stories over the weekend. But I'm going to do all that not on stream. Thank you, Silent Willow, for coming by. I appreciate it. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely meal. And I'll probably be able to come back on next week. Let's say Monday. Um, we'll see.